Okay, because one team battle a day is not enough. We have another one. Before I even have time to clear out my computer from the last 13 team battle.
I'm back.
We're going up against Team LSD, LDS.
Wow.
LSD.
And they're starting with Kurosaki Ichigo, who is utilizing Vermilion.
We're essentially facing off against Yu-Gi-Oh! RP the entire series. And at the moment, the edgelord of the series. My god.
Literally, all I've seen from Arc V is what comes on Nicktoons Network right now, because it does come on TV, and that is the first 3 episodes. So yeah, I've been meaning to watch it.
It is really good,
Especially when I took one of those "What Yu-Gi-Oh main protagonists are you?" quizzes, and they said that I'm very similar to Yuya, which made me wonder what the fuck Yuya is about.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I mean, you're
He's kind
Prince
of
of Puns, and
he's kind of a clown.
yeah, so I see the resemblance.
Okay,
But then again,
I can give you that.
like, I mean, here's the thing though. Yuya is known for riding a hippo, so I don't know if you fall within that category as well.
I mean, I feel like that talks about I feel like that's a personal question for some reason.
What?
Wow.
He summons the hippo from a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't expect you to summon hippos from Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
And Mikado's playing the grade 2 game.
Well, we know he has a grade
Aglavale.
3, so he's doing this on purpose.
Them Aglavales, though.
He honestly actively believes that this is the better option right now, because we know he got a grade 3 from his Destiny Aglavale top 5 check.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand it. It's a fair move at this point.
And he has no soul.
Rip.
I'm guessing he called the Destiny Aglavale with the belief that he had soul, but he has no soul.
If I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, his other calls were Oath Aglavale and Prominence Core, so, I mean, between the 3, I would have just put Destiny in. So.
I would have just put Prominence Core. Taking out a Destiny means there's less in your deck for when you try to Legion.
Yeah, you can still sack it, and he has one in the front row that's probably going to die eventually.
I keep as many in my deck as possible, so that if I need to get them for top 5 checks, then they're available for that, without me messing up my my Legion returns.
That's fair. Oh, Monarch Alfred.
It's a tech. He has it in there in case he goes against the Link Joker matchup, because on paper, Glare does really badly against Link Joker. That's on paper. In practice, they actually aren't that bad, because
Yeah, they aren't that bad.
You may be able to lock Gold Paladin's stuff, but Glare will hit you anyway if he tries hard enough.
And you can set up against it. Even against Chaos Breaker, if you time it properly, you can kill it easily.
Well, Chaos Breaker's biggest issue is that it has a speed problem. It has to. It takes its time to actually get started and really mess with you. The only problem is that the way the game is now, there aren't a lot of decks that can do much before that time frame. Gold Paladins are one of the decks that can do that.
Yeah, that's true. I will say though, oddly enough, Shadow Paladin Witches really destroy Chaos Breaker, surprisingly.
Well, that's because it counters their locks. Their unlocks, because it's considered a different Vanguard when it's unlocking, so they don't get the retires and draws.
And also, there's the whole screwing over the limit break enabler since CBD usually plays only 2 in the deck or 3 at max. So
Well,
most of the time,
by the time you're at a certain point, that doesn't matter because if they feel like that you're gonna do that, they'll just take a lot of damage.
it's understandable. Assuming you push them for a lot of damage as well.
If you're playing witches, you have to push them for a lot of damage because witches can't play the long game.
Oh, that game.
Oh, what the?
Oh, right.
Well,
The game ended. I was wondering why he... How did he do that much damage?
Glare.
I'm pretty sure.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
he only glare skilled once.
The other turn he crit.
So he was
I'm
at
pretty
4.
He was already at 4.
Okay, I saw him at 3. I must have miscounted. Next game.